Yes, yes, today is the day. I am celebrating today. I am so celebrating, and I'm so happy to be celebrating that I am a published author. I'm a published author of a book called Living Your Intuitive Genius: How to Tap into Your Soul, Heal Your Body, Mind, and Spirit. And to celebrate, I've committed to sharing with you on a daily basis from today on tidbits that I wrote in the book. My name is Edna Castillo, and I am with Living Reality Dreams, and I am the author of Living Your Intuitive Genius. I wrote this book while I was undergoing breast cancer and the rigorous treatments that I underwent. It's my intention to support thousands and thousands of people heal parts of themselves that are weighing them down to live a more fulfilling life. So today's message is about healing yourself. Basically, we are all on a healing journey. We are all moving up a spiral of our own becoming. And as we're moving up the spiral, we're facing situations which are healing to ourselves, are giving us life, because life is speaking to us in every single moment that we experience. So, but what is, what you may be facing some illnesses. You may be facing, like I was facing, breast cancer. You may be facing tough situations. You may be having a situation where you're wanting to forgive, but you're not. There's a block that is not allowing you to move forward. There might be situations where your relationships may need to be healed. Wellness is something that we are all seeking. So if you feel tired, lack of motivation, just dragging of life, there's an uneasiness in your life, I bid you to discover answers for yourself. The first thing that is required, in my opinion, to have the ability to heal your life is to start asking questions that support growth. When you're asking questions, just like a little person, when we were little kids, we used to ask why questions, right? We would say, why is the sky blue? Why does it, how does electricity work? So we have this curiosity about us when we were little, and we praise that. And these questions were answered because there was a definite, tangible answer. Well, the questions that we should be asking as an adult in order to grow ourselves and to grow with our source is really not the why questions of why is life so hard, or why does this always happen to me? Those questions lead to victimhood, correct? So the first thing to do is learn to ask really empowering questions. And what are empowering questions that we should be asking? Well, the empowering questions we should be asking is the what question. And the reason we should be asking is because in the what questions, we can recognize that we are connected with a higher source. Every day is a new experience for us. Everything around us is alive. And there's a source that is an infinite intelligence that is creating all of that, including ourselves. Some people call this source God, spirit, divine intelligence, the creator of life. So the first thing is to recognize that we all are part of this beingness. And in order to grow ourselves, we can communicate this beingness. This beingness is talking to us in every single circumstance that we're facing. So switch your questions from why to what, rather than saying, why me? Why am I going through this hardship? Why am I going through this breast cancer journey? I flipped that, and I didn't ask those questions while I was going through that journey. I said, what? What is this journey all about? What am I going to discover in this journey? What are the golden nuggets that I can pick up in order to live a more fulfilling life? What is life telling me at this point in time? Those are the questions that when we sit with our still small voice of our intuition, of our divine, to connect with the divine intelligence, then we can absolutely get an answer to those questions. And for the next 30 days, we'll be talking about how to get those answers. You know, asking the proper questions will lead us to the proper answers. So in this book, you know, feel empowered to discover how to tap into your soul, to heal your life, to heal your body, your mind, and your spirit. And I love you very much. Know that the powerful questions are the what, not the why. And as we move forward on a daily basis, we'll learn more and more how to communicate with our inner wisdom, our genius, our intuitive genius, which is the most powerful thing that you can connect with is within yourself. Every single one of us has the ability to do that, to receive those answers from spirit, from our source, to tap into source and create the life that we absolutely deserve and absolutely dream of. So with that, I love you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Celebrate with me. I am so happy to be able to be saying this to you and sharing this book with you. I am dancing. Yes, I'm a published author. I'm a published author. Yes. Celebrate. Oh my goodness. All right. I love you. Take care. See you tomorrow.